Audi TT Mk1 Channel Anniversary MOT Test.
Hi all, Andy here and welcome back to the channel where today is MOT Test Day in the Andycharger household, so the TT's off for its MOT very shortly. I have covered the various checks I've had to do to make it MOT ready here on the channel, so please do check out the link to the video above. If you like what you see today, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also think about subscribing to the channel for more Audi TT content. Before I head off, I have spotted a few problems. Firstly, there's a small coolant leak that's happening under the right hand side of the car. It's a very small puddle, and when the car's been stationary in the garage for a few weeks, it starts to build up. Not much, but it's there, so that does need looking at. The whole reason I started this channel is 1 year ago today, the car failed its MOT and I had to fix the CV boot. So if you want to check out that video on how I fixed the CV boot myself and started this channel, please check the link above.
Before we start discussing the MOT, it is probably a good idea to explain to everybody what it is and what it stands for. When I made the preparation video, I got quite a few questions from around the world about what it was. So MOT stands for Ministry of Transport, and most motor vehicles in the UK of a certain age, cars, it's 3 years old, have to undergo an annual safety check to be roadworthy. This check is called an MOT test. It is undertaken at a registered MOT testing station. You can check out a vehicle's MOT history by tapping the vehicle registration number into the gov.uk website here. This is handy if you want to check out the history of a vehicle before you buy it. With the age of our cars, it is likely to have had many years of history.
Unfortunately, over the weekend, we had to get the duct carriers down from the roof to put the ducts in, which are over there. The case is not the ducts. And as you can see from the car, it's covered in dirt and dust. There's no chips, but all the rubbish from the roof has fallen on the car. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get it outside, make it look presentable before I take it off for the MOT.
Top tip if your TT is not your daily driver. Don't just jump in after it's standing stationary for a few weeks and expect it to start. My battery is totally dead. I understand a trickle charger is what I need. It can be left connected to the car and keep the battery topped up, so I think I will invest in one of those.
So there's problem one. It's got a flat battery. Let's get on the charger. I use this pulse repair charger. Normally gets the car up and running within a couple of hours, which is a good job really, as it's 2 hours to the MOT. I'm going to plug that in, get the battery charged up, fingers crossed.
All plugged in and connected to the battery, and you can see there are some amps returning to the car. Fingers crossed I do not need to ring the garage and reschedule. Whilst charging, I'm going to make the most of the time by giving it a clean and a rub down. Then the moment of truth. Success. She shall go to the MOT ball today. Outside, I'm purring away. I never tire of admiring how good this 25-year-old design is. It truly does hold up today as strong as it did at launch. With the hood up, it's just a short drive into the village to drop it off for its 12 o'clock lunch date with Destiny. 4 hours later, and the good news is the car has passed its MOT and it is safe on the road for the next 12 months. The bad news is the test revealed quite a few advisories for me to carry out. So bad news for my pocket, but good news for YouTube content, as these are jobs I intend to take a look at myself on the channel shortly. Some of these are fairly straightforward, such as cracked or perished tyres. I had noticed this when I measured the tyre tread depth during the MOT pre-checks. I guess the tyres do not get as much use as an everyday car, so perish and crack long before the tread wears out. There were also 4 suspension arm or worn bushes for me to deal with, so I can see a video on replacing the bushes and suspension arms coming up soon. Last 2 items were a slightly distorted road wheel. I'm not sure how that has changed since last year, as I have not hit any potholes and only done a couple of 100 miles since it was last MOT'd. And the other item is the front fog lamp switch is not working as intended. I have no idea what not intended means. Surely it should just come on when you activate it. I will take a look at this too. So all in all, not too bad. I think my preparation went some way to making sure it passed, as I would have picked up the obvious fails like a cracked or leaking CV boot or illegal tyre tread depth. So that has definitely added some value. I'm just thankful that I have time to fix the other items, and the car is roadworthy in the eyes of the Ministry of Transport for another year. Although I didn't know it was covered on the MOT, it's interesting to see that they've picked up on the coolant leak on the car. So that just about wraps up my 1 year anniversary of my Audi TT content on my channel. Finished up with a nice pass on the MOT today.
please do leave me a comment in the section below. Let me know how your Audi TT journey is going and any problems you're having that you'd like me to investigate. If you like what you see today, please do think about giving a thumbs up. Also think about subscribing for future content on the Audi TT if you've not already done so. Once again, thanks for watching and see you soon. Take care.